Hey guys, it's Sis, and in today's video, I actually have an updated level 2 traders video. I actually made a video like this over a year ago, but this is going to be more up to date for the current wipe. And I'm just going to show you guys the three main weapons I've been using this wipe. So without further ado, let me just get right into this video and show you guys the builds. So there's actually going to be three weapons I want to talk about in this video, and all of them are going to be from Prapor. So the first one is going to be, like you can see here, the SVT from Prapor level 2 for 44k rubles. And this gun is basically going to be a Mosin that you don't have to pull back every time you shoot. So it's a really powerful weapon, at least right now, and it's kind of been my main gun throughout the level 2 traders. So going in here, it actually has pretty controllable recoil, considering you can't mod the gun at all. So it's pretty easy to just 2-tap people with the LPS ammo that you can also get from Prapor level 2. Like I said here, you can't really mod it. You can put a scope on if you want, but I've typically been running with the iron sight and it's been perfect for me. Aside from that, the main drawback is going to be the mags. You can only get 10 round mags, but you can, if you want to spend extra on the flea market, you can get the 15 rounders. I believe they're about 40k right now on the flea market. Yeah, they kind of hover between 40 and 50k. So it's up to you if you want to spend the extra money. I typically just get like 4 10 rounders and it's been more than enough for me. And like I said, this has been by far my favorite weapon, this wipe from the level 2 traders, but I'm going to show you a couple other options. So next up we have the AK-74N. This is going to be 36k rounded up from Prapor level 2, and this is kind of just if I wanted a full auto option, this is what I run. I actually have a preset made for this. So going into our preset, this is what I have. Not a whole lot of modding done here, and it's relatively cheap. So as you can see here, all of these attachments are going to be from the traders. None of this is flea market, so you don't have to worry about prices fluctuating up and down depending on when you watch this video. So going into our assemble, I'll go more over the attachments I have. So the first one is going to be our Zenith TK1 muzzle brake compensator. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. For 5,000 rubles from Skier. This is going to help with our recoil, and that's all that's really said there. The next up we have the Bastion dust cover, which is going to be from Skier, 6,000 rubles, and it's going to let us put our sight on. Next up we have our B10 handguard from Skier again, 7,000 rubles, lets us put our foregrip and our X400 on. So for the foregrip we have the RK4 tactical foregrip, 9,000 rubles, going to help with our ergonomics and our recoil a little bit. As for our tactical device, I have the X400 from Peacekeeper for 88 rubles, or $88, sorry. But it's kind of up to you. You can run whatever you want, whether it be the X400, the TBL, or whatever. Whatever tactical device you want to run, you can put here. I usually go with the X400. The MRS reflex sight is the sight I go with. This is actually a level 1 sight from Skier, and it's 13,000 rubles, 14,000 rounded up. But again, run whatever you're comfortable with. And that's kind of it for this AK-74N. It's a pretty basic build. I will say, if you've never built a gun before, you actually have to take this off here if you want to put the Bastion on, so just keep that in mind when you're building this gun. And that AK-74N with all the attachments on is actually going to come out to under 100k, so that's kind of the price you're looking at with that gun. Going into the last gun, which is going to be again from Prapor, the AKM, 43k rubles, and I actually have a preset for this weapon as well. Admittedly, I haven't used this weapon as much this wipe, but I do have the preset, so I figured I would just show it off to you guys. So this is just going to be if you kind of wanted a 7.62 gun that kind of hits hard, that also has full auto options. So this is the build. Like I said, nothing super special, not a whole lot different from the AK-74N, but I will go over it anyways. And yeah, like I said, with the other gun, this one has no flea market, so you don't got to worry about prices fluctuating. And let's just go over the attachments. So for the attachments, I have the Dynacomp muzzle brake for 4,000 rubles from Mechanic. I have the Bastion dust cover for the sight for 6,000 rubles from Skier. The RK4 tactical foregrip for the ergonomics and recoil for 9,000 rubles from Skier. The RS47 handguard from Peacekeeper for $83. The X400 flashlight for $88, and then the MRS reflex sight for 13,800 rubles from Skier. So all that on, you can make this gun, and actually looking at the price real quick, it's 57k for this and 44k for the gun-ish. So you're again looking at about 100k for this gun. And this is what it will look like, obviously. And like with the last gun, you actually have to take this off if you want to put the Bastion on, so just keep that in mind while you're building this gun. I think that's kind of it for the guns. Oh, I forgot to mention with the AKM, make sure you're buying PS ammo. It's going to be your best option, is 145 rubles a shot, so just make sure you're getting this ammo if you're building this gun. And with that AKM done, that's going to be kind of it for the builds. Those are kind of the three main guns I've been going with so far this wipe, but if you want some honorable mentions, maybe, like if you're super broke, you can get the AKS-74U instead of the AK-74N. They use the same ammo, and I believe this one will be way cheaper for you to mod. I haven't used it that much, but it's been alright when I have used it. Same thing down here, you can run the Mosin if you want. I personally think the SVT is better, but if you want to level your bolt action skills, definitely use the Mosin. And those are kind of the two main honorable mentions, I suppose, that I have for this. And let me know in the comments which guns you guys use at level 2 traders, and I will see you guys in the next video.